Hello and welcome to class. Today we will be learning from sixth module of livestock farming, and the title is Management Practices Across Livestock Types. We'll be noting the daily, weekly, and monthly farm routines, the stocking density and population control, breeding management practices, rearing systems, stress management in animals, do's and don'ts in livestock farming, and lastly, labor management and staff training. As an introduction, management really matters. And the reason is that management practices translate technical knowledge into farming success. It also ensures consistent production, health, and profitability. Management practices help maintain animal welfare, biosecurity, and farm efficiency. So the key management area that will be covered in the module involves in daily, weekly, monthly routines, the stocking density and population control, breeding management, rearing systems, stress management, and labor and staff training. The daily farm routines. These are the routines, the management practices carried out every day, and it involves one, morning and evening inspection. You need to inspect for health, behavior, environmental condition. You need to check the feed of the animal, the water, the ventilation, the lighting. And this has to be done even maybe twice in a day, the morning and in the evening. Number two is feeding and watering. You need to give a consistent timing and check for mold. Then access, cleanliness is very, very important to ensure that the feed in access, like they are accessible by the animal, they are clean, and they are given at the appropriate time. Also ensure unlimited clean water. This is very important. And third one is production tax. Every day there's an egg collection for layers, and 2 or 3 times in a day. For dairy animal, making consistent time is essential. And also, you need to remove mortalities immediately. So this is part of the production tax. And the number 4 is sick animal care. You need to isolate, you need to treat and record the health changes, health measures put in place for each of the animals that are sick. And lastly, you need to do evening secure up the final check and also to secure facilities and adjust the environment for the animal. Now we move to the weekly and the monthly farming routine. Every week, there's need for deep cleaning of feeders, waterers, and equipment. There's need for equipment maintenance in order to prevent breakdowns. There's need for litter and bedding management. You can steer the beddings and you replace them with new beddings. Also, there's need to weigh sample animals to track their growth. And also, there's need to review records and analyze the performance so far in the week, and also plan ahead for the next week. Monthly routines involve vaccinations and deworming. You need to follow the schedules of each of the animal. Then also hoof trimming. This is usually for ruminants. This can be done monthly. And also there's financial analysis. You analyze your revenues, your expenses, and your KPIs. Then need for stock rotation. especially in grazing system, you can rotate from one area to another. Lastly, there's need to for facility inspection and repairs. So these are monthly routines that are needed in livestock farming. Move to stocking density and population control. The recommended density, that is population of animals in a particular area. For broiler, we have 0.1 meters square per bed, especially when the broiler is at marketing. For layers, there is need 0.2 to 0.25 meters square per bed. And that's in deep water. For pigs, there is maintain a density of 0.8 to 1.0 meters square per finishers. For goats, 1.5 to 2.0 meters square per parrot. For dairy cow, need 10 to 12 meters square. For cows and the fishes, is made for 2 to 5 catfish per meter square. This is applicable in 13 points. Effect of overcrowding. Overcrowding is when the density is too high. That is, the population of animal per area is higher than required. So, number one effect is there's increased aggression and injuries. There's reduced feed and water access. It also leads to poor air quality and respiratory disease, high disease transmission, low growth and production. The rule is that optimal density will balance welfare and productivity. So we need to be economical and also consider the density of animals. The breeding management practices include heat detection. Watch out for the signs of heat in animals, like restlessness, mounting, standing heat. You also observe morning and evening, and you can use aids such as marking, earnestness, tail painting, electronic detectors. For breeding system, there are three main types: the natural mating, the hand mating, or control mating, and also the artificial insemination. And pregnancy diagnosis for methods: non-return to heat, rectal palpation, ultrasound, blood test. These are ways to diagnose pregnancy. Early detection allows rebreeding, planning, and culling. Rearing system. We have three main rearing systems for livestock: intensive, extensive, and the semi-intensive. For intensive, animals are kept in a confinement and there is high input because there is strict monitoring and also there is a controlled environment, there is efficient production. However, it requires high capital, welfare, and pollution is also pollution and disease risk. There's risk for diseases. For extensive system, this is a very free range, allow the animals to move freely. Example is nomadic pastoralism, range beef, village chickens, allow them to move freely without being restricted. Though it offers low cost and natural, and it allows for natural behavior and use marginal land. However, it gives low productivity and this control could be difficult. For the semi-intensive, this combined with housing and grazing. So animals can be taken to the field to graze and come back maybe in the evening. The advantage is that there's balanced cost and production, there's good welfare and flexibility. However, there's need for more management, and it is weather dependent. If the weather is suitable, to be easy. If not, maybe it may be difficult to manage. Stress management in livestock. The common stress of environmental stress. These involve heat or cold, poor ventilation. There's also social stress. These can be seen in overcrowding, mixing of unfamiliar animals with each other, and also handling stress. There's nutritional stress, there's health stress. And the way to reduce stress is number one, provide shade, ventilation, heating and cooling. There's need to maintain proper stocking density, handle animal calmly, ensure consistent quality nutrition and water, and implement preventive health programs. What are the physical do's and don'ts on livestock farming? The do's is that we need to strictly maintain biosecurity. We need to follow vaccination schedule. We need to keep accurate records, provide unlimited clean water, observe animals daily, maintain proper stocking density, and isolate sick animals immediately. However, we need to avoid skipping vaccination to save money, introducing new animals without quarantine, use of expired or poorly stored medicines, feed moldy or contaminated. These need to be avoided strictly, and also changing feed abruptly, and also ignoring biosecurity protocols. Labor management and staff training in livestock farming. Hiring. There's need for clear job description. Experience should be preferred, and attitude also matters. And you can give a probation period of 1 to 10 of 3 months rather before you can vet for a, an employee. Then training, there's need for continuous orientation and training, standard operating procedure. There's also need to demonstrate tasks before expecting independence. There's need to carry out ongoing training for new technologies. Supervision and motivation. You need to monitor work and give constructive feedback, pay fair wages on time, recognize good performance, provide decent working condition, and respect it. Know that skilled staff is a combination of higher productivity, gives a combination of higher productivity and lower turnover. Integrating management practice. Management is the glue that holds genetic, nutrition, and health together. So the systematic approach to management is routine. You have to ensure nothing is overlooked. You need to keep record, you need to breeding management to ensure genetic improvements, rearing system choice, to match resources and goals, stress reduction should be the target, and also you should train the labor in order to execute plan effectively. In conclusion, consistency in routines drives reliable production. Balancing stock density for welfare and productivity is essential. Effective feeding system improve flock quality. Choosing rearing system that fits your resources will be very helpful. Minimize stress to maximize performance of the animals, and train and motivate your staff because they are your most valuable asset. So, lastly, good management gives good and healthy animals and leads to sustainable profit. Thank you for listening.